Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Jordy, aka Chosen, from Dino Riders. It's been quite a while since I've done a video for YouTube. I decided I would like to start out with maybe a commentary here. Me and my team, we were playing Valor Cup today, and we ran into one trick. And if you've been following the scene closely, you'll know that both Dino Riders and One Trick have qualified for the Valor Series playoffs at E3 with the respective seeds of 3 and 4. So this is a pretty close match. We've matched up against each other in Valor Series and other ranks before. This is our first time matching up in the Valor Cup. So this is going to be kind of interesting. Let's just go ahead and load in. I'm playing on Lindis here. We're going to go for a fairly simple start. We're going to defend our own red and invade theirs. That's looking like the strategy here. I'm playing Lindis side lane. I like to, oh yeah, I remember here. So we anticipated an invade onto our red, and so we are camping the red, and they invaded our blue. And so with that being known, we reacted and invaded their blue to try to make an even trade. I just go to quickly farm lane so I can get level 2. We see that they get red in our side camp fairly fast. They're clearing mid, and I call that they're going to go for our red. Because it's kind of the obvious rotation right here. They have the advantage in numbers, and so they're coming down, and we're going to get into quite a bit of a skirmish right here. It's trying to whittle down their front line. However, they're chunking out our back line right here. Our front line, I'm sorry. And we're taking quite a bit of damage. We're not really fighting this very coordinated, so they end up winning that pretty hard. It's hard to win against a Malik and a Lubu in the early game. The early game's just a stomp fest with the Rourke, Malik, Lubu, and the Zuka. So it's really hard to skirmish with them. We managed to get out with only 2 deaths, which is not the worst case scenario. It would have been a lot worse if we all died. However, it's not the best case scenario either because they managed to get our red buff. But going on here, I'm just going to continue to wave clear and farm up. On Lindis, you want to try to make it into that mid-late game power spike where you can shred through those tanks. And in my lane, I can't be too aggressive because Lulu has a lot of kill pressure on me. If I'm forced to use my flicker, it's going to be a problem. I go here to continue to kind of snowball my gold. I want to hit level 4 so I can start fighting with my team as soon as possible. My jungler doesn't exactly need the farm considering he lost his camps, so he's a little bit behind regardless, and he actually dies in mid lane. One trick is delivering a lot of pressure to us at the moment. It's 0 to 4, but we're gonna just keep trying to do the best we can to stay in the game, continuing the farm. I'm gonna start taking these red buffs. Malik actually steals that side camp from me. I didn't stagger my damage. I knew he was gonna try to do it. I could have definitely secured it. That was my own mistake on not doing it. But I get the red buff here. Because we're going to start funneling the gold into me so I can carry. I'm the carry on the team, being on Lindis. We have a lot of support from me with Wonder Woman and Zenio as well as Lumber. So we're just going to focus on getting me to a point where we can just dominate the team fight. Being behind like this isn't the worst case. Isn't the worst thing in the world, guys. It really teaches you how to stall out a game, and every game is winnable. I know a lot of you at this point in matchmaking, you might be down 0 to 4 and you're thinking, hey man, I just want to surrender. Just let me out of this game. My team is dying all over the map. I don't think I can win this, but every game is winnable. You just have to try to stall it out the best you can, and just, try to make it a little bit even in gold, and then look for your fights. And see here, now they're looking to get that top tower. However, they leave Lubu alone on the spot lane. I don't want to chase past my minions because I don't want to lose that gold. The idea here is to keep getting the gold, and we're just going to push in this wave to try to get the tower. Lulu tries to contest the bird, but he's unable to. And we actually get a kill on the top side here. They're really extending this fight on top side. Unfortunately, we lose the Zenio, but they're struggling to get this tower. It's hard to take a tower from Lubu when he has his ult active. If he would have landed, Wonder Woman would have landed the ult there, we could have killed the Lubu. It's unfortunate that she didn't, but we just gotta keep moving forward and keep trying to farm.
Stay vigilant.
I'm gifted another red buff, and we're gonna look to take this dragon. However, I call that we don't have the ability to win this fight if they contest. They're a lot stronger than us at this moment, and I don't really have mana, so we don't want to, keep bleeding out even more than we already have. And here they're looking to gank me. I see that Malik's in the Omen, so I quickly flicker, and I'm gonna use this bush to keep getting my passive and try to carry this fight. They're trying to get onto me, but I kite them back, and Zenio comes in with a great ultimate, and we're gonna actually get a couple kills here. And Rourke is, rotating up. Wonder Woman unfortunately doesn't see that he's moving up, and he could have collapsed on them. However, that was a great stun from Zenio, and we're gonna get this kill on Malik. And that's gonna be another kill for me, so I'm starting to, pull ahead and gold. I'm gonna get their blue buff as well. So this is a great denial, but also a great thing if you're playing someone like Lindis, where cooldown reduction as well as mana regen allows you to just do so much more for your team. Because on Lindis, you're gonna want to try to use your abilities as much as you can, especially your ult, and stagger your ultimate to get your passive off. So Lubu ults right there because he wanted to go into on me. Unfortunately, he was not able to clear the distance, and I didn't have flicker, so that could have went very bad for me. But in that kind of situation, you just want to stay as far as you can from the Lubu. I used my first skill right there, as you could see, to make sure he wasn't waiting for me in my bush. If he would have been there, I would have quickly turned around and went back to my jungle, hit my bush again for the movement speed. And as I see Lubu's right there, I don't have my flicker up, so I don't really want to poke him. I'm just going to go back and farm my red. Panda ends up coming down here as well. They're going to invade. I call for my team to come over. I know because the Panda was coming. I try to secure it here, but Lubu actually gets it with his jump. And they try to go in on me, but Lumber comes in, gets the stun, and the damage is too much. Lubu just gets melted, and I end up getting the red buff and a kill anyways. That was not a good trade for them. They got the red buff denial, but trying to go further in on me was what costed them that death right there, and I got the red buff anyways. Now my team can look to take dragon. I decided I was going to push the tower anyways, make them decide what they want to stop, dragon or tower. Because now they have to make a choice, and we still get both objectives in.
Now, wait.
I'm going to look back to my wave and go back and clean. Their blue buff is coming back up right now, so we're going to go and steal that. Another blue buff for Lindis. Gonna continue to kind of snowball this game. Now that I've gotten the bot tower, I'm going to start looking my focus to mid lane to try to get the tower. We know that they're ganking top, but we're not going to go and chase top. We're just going to focus on mid lane. I see the Panda, so I don't want to be positioned between tower and the enemy. I see that they come in, I quickly flicker out. I don't want to get caught up in that. I'm just trying to do damage right here on the back line. Trying to just stay between my team and them and just put out a steady output of damage so we can eventually get this tower. Right now I'm noticing that I'm doing an incredible amount of damage and they can't really fight with me as long as I'm not being touched. So I'm just kind of trying to position away from taking any damage and just doing as much as I can without giving any over. As you can see, I'm doing quite a bit of damage, so they can't stay too long trying to fight my front line. I'm gonna go back to farming here as we see that they have pretty decent wave clear and we're not being able at the moment to, kill them or dive it. So we're just gonna go back to farming for a sec and see if we can't come back in a little bit and get these towers.
Fall into my trap.
And remember to use that ultimate when you're farming those minions as well as jungle camps. It just helps with the wave clear a lot, and so you can rotate around the map. I see that the fight was going on mid. They actually were starting Darkslayer, so I had to rotate back up. I pushed that bot lane into the tower down there, And you can see that we're actually going to win this fight if we choose to fight it. I'm just going to get a little bit of extra poke on Malik. I did enough damage to poke him out, so we should be able to get this mid tower now. He's actually going to come back in. I call to kill him, and I'm calling to kill the panda because he was in the back line. And we end up getting the tower. We lose Flash in the process, but we get a lot more. So we're pushing here, and we're going to end up taking their blue side jungle and just keep denying them. Fortunately, we're going to lose the top tower here. We didn't expect the Flash to go and crush that one. We should have probably had someone go clear, but it's okay. We're going to get Dragon over here. And our Flash was coming up, so we won't be able to get our inhibitor turret. Flash actually went a little bit greedy trying to farm our jungle. And so he's actually going to get caught out here and run into some problems.
I hear her voice.
And right here, I noticed that they're all bunched up in a position that's between us and our own base, and so they cannot win that fight here. We're ahead at this point, and we just have way too much damage for them to handle. So they're going to actually beat over 4 deaths right here, and now we're in a position where we can Darkslayer and pretty much close out the game.
Your power is mine.
And this takes Darkslayer pretty fast.
Your team has destroyed
I'm looking at mid tower here. I don't really think Panda's much of a threat as he's a support. Bazooka there. So we're just gonna look to take mid tower and try to force our way into the base at this point. We know that blue buff is up as well, so we're gonna take that before the wave crashes.
Your team has destroyed a tower. Ultimate.
So I throw my trap to slow the Malik. That's one thing that I don't see a lot of Lindis doing. You can just throw the trap to slow an enemy. You don't have to necessarily throw a trap for the damage. So we tried to get that tower. We have a wave coming in again. So I just go get the red buff while the wave's, pushing up. Keep denying their jungle. They have nothing to farm. We're going to end up killing them right here. They tried a little bit too hard to stop us from getting this tower. And it was low enough that we don't really need the minions to finish it off. We see the wave coming in top, so we're going to focus in top tower as well. And at this point, this game is pretty much all but over. They don't really have anything they can do to stop us. We're just going to go in and push these minions in and pretty much just end the game. Anyone that comes up is just going to take way too much damage, and that's it. We finished the game fairly easily. We struggled quite a bit in the early game, but we stuck to the game plan. As you can see, 41% damage. The game plan being that we get Lindis farmed and pretty much allow the ADC to carry. And so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.